good, guys? It's your girl Faith, and welcome back to Faith Facts, where we talk about movies, TVs, pop culture, and just life in general. Today we are doing another episode of Random Episodes, the series that I kind of gave up on, but I'm bringing back again, where we talk about one episode of a particular show that I either haven't seen at all or have watched several times over, and we review it and see if we like the entire series based on just that one episode. Today we will be looking at a show that I have liked for a pretty long time right now, and is a rising and beloved staple in the teen comedy drama called Never Have I Ever. It premiered on Netflix in April of 2020 in America, and it has been a staple in my watching experience overall during the pandemic and even up to now. So today we are going to talk about an episode from season 2, episode 2, which came out a few weeks ago in what I believe was June. It is titled Never Have I Ever ... Thrown a Rager. This is where the titular character, Davy, who is an Indian American girl living with her mother, her widowed mother, and her older cousin, and just navigating life and love after loss of her father. And in this episode, Davy plans to throw the ultimate party, but after the episode before that, she has two boyfriends, Ben and Paxton. Navigating her not a dating life may turn into a different kind of catastrophe when she accidentally invites both of them to the party. I absolutely love this episode, but why would I not love any episode of Never Have I Ever? It's really a smart, driven, well-written show about a character that a lot of people, especially I, can see a lot of in myself. In the episode before this, it seems that Davy has it all together. She's dating Ben and she's dating Paxton, the smart guy and the hot guy, as she kind of says in the show. And her friends Eleanor and Fabiola are helping her keep this together, as Davy can walk through half the hallways with Ben and the other half of the hallways with Paxton. Neither of them know, and she gets both the guys that she wants at the same time. Meanwhile, her mother is going to India to see where she wants to move to, or who she wants to move in with when they move back to India, for her support system that she definitely needs after her husband passed away. Meanwhile, back with Davy, Eleanor, her friend, decides that they should throw a sophisticated and adult-like going-away party for Davy. But after news of the party leaks to Ben, who wasn't invited, and Paxton, who was invited, they decide to throw it away and throw a good old rager party full of everyone at school, alcohol, beer, and just a crowd of people that Davy can hide in from the other boyfriend when she's with one of them. And this all kind of ensues with a bunch of antics where Ben and Paxton almost run into Davy at the same time, but as her friends help her and as she gets lost in the crowd, there's nothing that happens. And there are some really close calls in that episode too. I was like really on the edge of my seat for a couple of them. Meanwhile, Nalini is in India and she is visiting her mother and her father, who don't really have the room nor the space to bring her back in to move in, and her mother-in-law, who is happy to see her but doesn't want her to move back to India. But as she realizes that her mother-in-law is lonely, as none of her kids live with her and she's mourning the loss of her son, she decides that she should move where her son lived, to California. Back at the party, Davy is juggling Ben and Paxton and trying to have a cool party before she moves back to India, all while the tension is getting higher and higher and higher. And just as she is about to get away with having Ben and Paxton at the party at the same time, Some girl says that she's dating Paxton, and Davy feels the need to tell her off and say that Paxton is her boyfriend and no one else's boyfriend, right in front of Ben. And then when Ben goes to confront Paxton and possibly beat him up, Davy goes up to them and she finally comes clean and says she was dating both of them. But as Paxton gets really mad and just decides to walk away, she follows him, leaving Ben extremely hurt, which I felt really bad for Ben. As she goes out and runs after Paxton, he runs in the middle of the road, and then she says, "I never tried to hurt you." And he says, "Well, you couldn't have hurt me any more than you have," or something along those lines. I don't really remember. And then he just gets hit by a car rolling down the street and hits his arm right before he's supposed to be scouted by swimming recruiters for Stanford. And guess what? Everyone somehow seems to have a video of this and post it on Instagram, so now the entire school can see that Davy got Paxton run over by a car. Now she's out of 2 boyfriends and has an even worse reputation at school. So how's she ever gonna bounce back from that? Because that's where the episode leaves off. Oh, and her mother comes back with her grandmother telling her that she's not going to India, so she can't just run away from her problems at home. I absolutely love this episode. Super high energy, felt really relatable as I've been to a couple high school parties and they have been pretty similar to that, you know, people trying to outrun boyfriends and stuff. And I feel that even Nalini's situation was super relatable, as I feel like sometimes you just don't fit in some places. And she's found the accommodations to make her fit in right back at home in California. I think that if I were to rank this show based off of just this one episode and not the amazing 19 other episodes that they have, I would give it a 5 out of 5. I love the dialogue. I love how realistic Davy and the rest of her friends feel and look to a regular high schooler in, I guess, all of America, not just California. And I feel that this is a really well-written show with a really, really nice pace where it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time, wondering what Davy will do next. So that's all I have for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every Sunday when we post. Love you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!